Good afternoon, everyone. Please find your seats. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Sylvia McGeary. I'm the Chief of Staff here at Holy Family University, and I would like to welcome you and be among the first to congratulate all of you on your graduates' achievements and success. Congratulate yourselves, be the second ones. How many HFU alums do we have in the room? Welcome home, folks. Today, we celebrate a milestone achieved from years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance, not only of our graduates, but the perseverance of each one of you, their support persons, cheering squads, and encouragers. This journey has been unique, filled with challenges, triumphs, and invaluable lessons. And today, we come together united in celebration of the achievements and accomplishments of our students and the possibilities ahead. Before we begin, it's my job to give you all of the housekeeping announcements. So, if you require assistance at any time, please notify one of our ushers, staff, or greeters. And you will find most of them have on Holy Family blue polo shirts. They will be willing to help you and assist you in whatever you need. Members of our School of Nursing and Health Sciences, the best nurses in all of Philadelphia, are here today. As you exit this tent, the first tent on the right is the first aid tent. If you need any assistance, please avail yourself of our nurses and our nursing students. They will also be here to provide for emergency services if needed. Our public safety team is also available throughout the venue to offer assistance to those who may need a golf cart for transportation to and from the parking areas. Commencement programs listing the graduates' names are available at all the entrances. Please pick one up if you haven't already. Today's graduates will not be called in alphabetical order. Instead, they will be recognized by their school and academic program. We encourage you to listen carefully for your graduate's name and watch for their group as they come forward to the stage so you don't miss their special moment. We also encourage graduates and their family to capture the special moment with photographs, but please make note that there are professional photographers throughout the tent, and they are going to be taking photos as well. Please follow the directions of our staff and ushers regarding the positions that you can take for the photos that you would like to take. Please note when exiting the tents, the restrooms are available to the right, next to the building. They're the big white trailers over there. Ushers and greeters are available to guide you if needed. In the unlikely event of an emergency, please remain calm and follow the directions of our public safety officers and our ushers and greeters. Lastly, following the conclusion of the ceremony, graduates are invited to join their families and friends for congratulations outside the tent. There's a map inside your program that indicates the designated tents for each of the schools on that back pathway. And we invite you and your graduates to meet with faculty under those tents. Please follow the guidance of our staff in exiting at the end of the celebration. The stage party will exit first, followed by the graduates. Once again, it's my pleasure and my privilege to extend congratulations to all of you on behalf of Holy Family University and to your graduates, the graduating class of 2026. Thank you for joining us, and let's now begin the celebration of this wonderful occasion.
Thank you guys for helping me get through my college years, and I appreciate it, and I love you guys.
Thank you to my amazing mom and my amazing dad. Without you, this could not have been possible.
Thank you, Mom, and thank you, Dad.
I just want to thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad, for supporting me all along the way these last 4 years. Without your guys' support, I don't know where I'd be today. I love you guys, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, and my sister for supporting me.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for always supporting me in every step along the way. I love you both so much.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad.
Thank you, Mom and Dad. I truly wouldn't be walking the stage if it wasn't for you two and the sacrifices you guys have made. So thank you, and I love you.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for all your sacrifices.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. Thank you for everyone who supported me. I love you all. Thank you, Kaya. Thank you, Aquila. I love you guys. Mwah.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for all you do for me and for getting me to this point. Love you guys.
I want to say thank you to my parents. Thank you for Holy Family. Go Tigers.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. I really appreciate everything you have done for me. I'm graduating today with my bachelor's in psychology, and I'm really proud to be here. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. Thank you to my family. And thank you, God. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for supporting me throughout college. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for everything. I love you guys.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for all you've done for the past 21 years. I obviously couldn't be here without you guys. I appreciate everything you guys have done. Love you both so very much.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for everything you've done for me, and I wouldn't have made it to college and got my degree without you guys, and I love you guys so much.
Thank you to everyone who made today's day possible for our students. Holy Family University, Commencement 2026.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Bindu Alapat, Vice President for Academic Affairs at Holy Family University. On behalf of the university, welcome to this joyful celebration of accomplishment. Today we honor our graduates and we give thanks for the families, faculty, and staff whose faith, guidance, and support helped make this moment possible. Rooted in our Catholic mission, we celebrate not only your achievements, but the call to lead lives of purpose and service. Now please rise for the singing of America the Beautiful, led by Abigail Torso, class of 2028. You may find the lyrics on page 23 of your program booklet. And following the selection, please remain standing for the invocation, which will be offered by the class of 2026 salutatorian Daniela Gerard.
You may now be seated. Good afternoon, esteemed faculty, cherished family and friends, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. It is an honor to stand before you today as we celebrate this new beginning, shaped by perseverance and purpose. We have arrived here with different stories, but leave united by shared knowledge and the challenges we have overcome. This moment reflects countless hours of dedication and the unwavering support of those who believed in us. To our professors who pushed us to reach our potential, and our families whose encouragement never wavered, thank you. We have learned that true success is not just what we achieve, but how we use our gifts to serve others as we step into the future. At this time, I invite you to join me in turning our hearts to prayer. God, we come before you with hearts full of gratitude and joy as we celebrate the class of 2026, standing at the turning of one chapter into the next. You have carried us through valleys we did not think we could cross and lifted us into moments we once only hoped for. Through every season, you have sustained us and shaped us into who we are becoming. We ask you now to guide us as we move beyond this moment. Be with us as we step into new chapters filled with opportunity. Walk before us into the unknown spaces where answers are not yet written. Grant us wisdom rooted in virtue and discernment to choose what is right when the path is not obvious. When we are weary, strengthen us. When we are uncertain, steady our hearts. When direction fades, lead us once more into truth and clarity. Form us, Lord, into people who do not merely carry knowledge, but carry character. Shape us to lead with compassion that sees beyond ourselves, to act with integrity when no one is watching, and to serve with humility that asks for nothing in return. Let wisdom be the lamp at our feet, and compassion the language that gives voice to all our actions. May what we have learned here not remain within us, but be carried outward in all we do for others, in every place our lives may reach. Bless the class of 2026, along with our families, friends, faculty, and all who have supported us. As we enter this next chapter, go before us and remain beside us. And may our footsteps ahead become a promise of hope for others to follow. Amen.
Thank you, Daniela. Dr. Prisco, Holy Family Trustee, Sister Janice Fulmer, and members of the board, members of the President's Cabinet, honored guests, university faculty and staff, parents, families, friends, and most importantly, members of the class of 2026. Today, we gather in celebration and gratitude, recognizing the unique path each of you has taken to get here. For many, this achievement is deeply meaningful. It reflects countless sacrifices, moments of doubt turned into determination, and an unwavering belief in the power of education to transform lives. Along the way, you adapted, persevered, and discovered your strengths, all while being shaped by Holy Family University's core values: family, respect, integrity, service and responsibility, and learning. These values are now part of who you are, and they will continue to guide you wherever life leads. As your undergraduate journey comes to a close, an exciting new chapter begins. The world is waiting for leaders like you, leaders who are curious, compassionate, adaptable, unafraid to dream boldly. Whether you are stepping into a career or continuing your education or discerning your vocation, know that you are prepared for what lies ahead. Carry forward our motto, Tenure Votis, I am bound by my responsibilities. Let it inspire you to lead with purpose, to serve with generosity, and work forward towards the common good. Stay connected to Holy Family University. Come back often. Share your successes, and let us continue to celebrate your journey. You will always belong here. You will always have a home at Holy Family University. Congratulations, class of 2026. Your future is bright, and it begins now. We are honored to welcome our elected officials joining us to offer congratulatory remarks to the class of 2026. First, please welcome Congressman Brian Fitzpatrick, a former FBI agent and a lifelong resident of Bucks County. Congressman.
Thank you, Dr. Bindu, President Prisco, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, family, friends, neighbors, and above all, the class of 2026. What an honor it is to be here with all of you today. A commencement is a rare and also a beautiful thing. It's one of those moments when memory and promise sit in the same room with each other, when families look with pride on every sacrifice that made this day possible, and graduates look forward to a future that is now yours to shape. Today is a proud day for Holy Family University, but it's also a proud day for our entire community, because today we send over 600 leaders into the world carrying something far greater than a diploma. You are carrying a calling to be leaders in your own right. And graduates, it is now your turn. The world does not need more spectators, it needs builders. You are stepping forward at a moment that needs your talent, it needs your discipline, it needs your courage, and it needs your compassion. The world needs agents of change, not people who simply comment on what is broken, but people who repair, rebuild, heal, teach, serve, and lead. And that is what each and every one of you are going to do. And that is the work of hope. Hope is the quiet, stubborn belief that tomorrow can be better, that the courage to act, to make that true, is very real in each and every one of you. Hope is a nurse who stays past the end of a shift, a teacher who refuses to give up on their student, a first-generation graduate who changes the story of their family forever, a neighbor who notices who is struggling and chooses not to look away, a leader who understands that power is not measured by how loudly we speak, but how faithfully we serve. And when hope becomes service, it has a way of drawing people back together, and that is the work of unity. And unity is not just the absence of differences. It is the decision to see one another's dignity, to choose purpose over division, and to build something together that none of us could build alone. To each and every one of our members of the graduating class of 2026, that is the work that Holy Family has prepared each and every one of you to do. So as you leave here today, carry that lesson with you. Carry it into your work, carry it into your relationships, carry it into your families, your neighborhoods, your professions, and every place where someone is waiting for a person with steady hands, an open heart, a clear mind, and moral courage to step forward. To each and every one of our graduates, use your gifts in service of something larger than yourself. Be builders of hope, be agents of change, be instruments of unity, and wherever your path may lead you, may you leave every place stronger, kinder, and more whole than you found it. We are so proud of you. We cannot wait to see all the amazing things that you are going to do. And this country is yours, the future is yours, and all of us here stand ready to help you accomplish what's next. God bless you.
Thank you, Congressman. Next, we welcome Senator Joe Picosi, whose commitment to public service is rooted in his Northeast Philadelphia upbringing and strong family tradition of service. Senator.
Good afternoon, graduates, faculty, family, and friends. Thank you for having me here today. It's truly an honor to celebrate with the Holy Family University class of 2026. Woo. Graduation speeches usually focus on achievement, and rightfully so. Today is a major accomplishment. What stands out most is not just the degree you've earned, it's everything it took for you to get here. The long nights studying, the early mornings, the stress, uncertainty, and moments where you probably questioned yourself. The sacrifices made by your families, the jobs you balanced while taking classes, the moments you wanted to quit but didn't. That perseverance matters. A Holy Family education is about more than academics. It's about responsibility, faith, resilience, and community. There's also something special about graduating from a school rooted in community, built by hardworking people who showed up every single day for their families and neighbors. This region was built by teachers, nurses, police officers, firefighters, trades workers, small business owners, and generations of families chasing opportunity and building a better life. That spirit is part of you now. No matter where life takes you, whether it's graduate school, a new career, public service, or somewhere you haven't imagined yet, never lose sight of where you came from and the people who helped you get there. Call your parents, thank your professors, stay connected to your friends, be selfless, give back to your community. Success is never achieved alone. Your degree is not the finish line, it is a foundation. What matters most is what you build with it. The class of 2026 represents the future of Northeast Philadelphia, Bucks County, this region, and our Commonwealth. I'm optimistic about that future. Congratulations to all of you. You've earned this moment. Enjoy it, celebrate it, and step confidently into what comes next. Your future starts now. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2026. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Picozzi was instrumental in securing funding for Holy Family University's EMS program. We are deeply grateful for his support. Lastly, we have State Representative Perry Warren, who represents the district in which our campus is located, to offer his congratulations to the class of 2026. Representative.
Thank you. I'm State Representative Perry Warren. I represent the campus here in Newtown. On behalf of myself and Representative Pat Gallagher, who represents the Northeast campus, and State Senator Steve Sanacero, who also represents the Newtown campus here, congratulations. Congratulations to the graduates, the class of 26, and also to your families, friends, supporters, and faculty who helped you get here. All 4 schools of Holy Family University will serve our communities and to raise and to send out into the world you graduates who will work in our communities and make our communities a better place. You're all graduating into a challenging economy, a changing and changing environment, and we need your talents and skills. And I'd ask that each of you consider staying here in Bucks County and in the Northeast and sharing your skills and talents. We are working with the president and the board here to make Holy Family an even greater institution serving our communities, to make our communities even better, to encourage more building of affordable housing, and make Bucks County and the Northeast continue to be a tremendous, wonderful place to live, work, and play. And we are excited that each of you will be joining our local economy. So thank you, and congratulations to all.
Thank you, Representative. As many of you know, Holy Family's Newtown West campus is well on its way to becoming fully operational. This important progress is due in part to the critical state funding secured through the leadership of Representative Warren. Thank you again for your support to the Holy Family University. We are grateful for the support from all our government officials, and thank you again all for being here with us today and for your affirming and encouraging words to our graduates. Now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Sister Janice Fulmer of the Holy Family University Board of Trustees to give authority of the conferral of today's degrees.
I have the privilege, on behalf of Holy Family University's Board of Trustees, to convey the board's approval of the awarding of the honorary degree baccalaureate, and associate degrees to be conferred here today. Thank you. Now, please join me in welcoming Dr. Ann Prisco, President of Holy Family University, to present the candidate for honorary degree.
Good afternoon, and thank you, Sister Janice. It is my great privilege to recognize Sister Ilia Delio, a Franciscan sister of Washington, D.C., who holds the Josephine C. Connolly Endowed Chair in Theology at Villanova University. The Doctor of Humane Letters is the highest honor the university grants and is presented to individuals whose contributions to the public good warrant exceptional recognition. Sister Ilia Delio is a native of Newark, New Jersey, earned her first PhD in pharmacology from Rutgers University and a second PhD in historical theology from Fordham University. Sister Ilia's research focuses on the intersection of science, religion, and culture. She is founder and executive director of the World Institute for Science, Religion, and Culture, an online educational forum for integrative learning and development. Sister Delio has written 26 books, which have been translated into 5 languages, including The Hours of the Universe, which won a 2022 Gold Nautilus Book Award, Making All Things New, Catholicity, Cosmology, and Consciousness, The Unbearable Wholeness of Being, God, Evolution, and the Power of Love, and the one I'm trying to get through right now, which is written in 2020, folks. That's how prescient she is. The title of the book is Reenacting the Earth, Why AI Needs Religion. She lectures nationally and internationally on various topics in religion and science and has appeared on NPR and the PBS series Closer to Truth. Sister Delio is the recipient of a Templeton Course Award in Science and Religion and holds honorary degrees from Catholic Theological Union, St. Francis University, and Sacred Heart University. In recognition of her profound impact on the intersection of theology and science and her dedication to advancing scholarly dialogue, on behalf of Holy Family University, I proudly bestow the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, upon Sister Ilia Delio.
Well, President Prisco, members of the Board of Trustees, sisters of the Holy Family of Nazareth, distinguished faculty and staff, distinguished guests, proud families and friends, and most especially the class of 2026. I am honored to be with you today and privileged to share this moment. First of all, you made it. Fantastic. 4 years, you probably wondered along the way, will I make it, will I not, right? Last minute, papers, study halls, final exams, but it's all brought you here to this moment. And to the family and friends who have walked beside these young men and women who held the lamp when the road was steep and thought that maybe they wouldn't make it, your love is part of the diploma this day. These students did not arrive alone, and they will not go forward alone. Graduation is a liminal moment. It's a threshold, a holy crossing. Behind you is everything you've known, the classrooms, the friends, the hangouts, the coffees, all that shaped you to who you are. But before you is an unwritten story. New work, new studies, new paths, new cities. You'll be crossing many times from this moment on, and they matter. They mark the turning of a life from the known to the unknown, from the past into the future. The whole of life is, in a sense, the story of standing at thresholds and being asked to cross. We don't know what the future will bring, but we do know this: the future is wide open with possibility. Every end is a new beginning, and every arrival is a new departure. What we hope for today may not unfold tomorrow, and what tomorrow brings may be something we could not have imagined today. I think of my own life, my own academic life. I was a pre-med student, and I had this great goal of being a doctor, and I did not plan to become a theologian. In fact, I thought theology was pretty light, and it would have been the last career I would have chosen. But I became a Franciscan sister, and my community sent me to study, and then I found myself in theology, and I was like a fish who found water. I would have never dreamt of it. And now I cannot imagine doing anything else. So here's my lesson. Remain open to the possibilities before you. Do not try to script your life or your destiny. Do not try to control it. Listen to your heart, because I think the heart is the deepest center of truth. Many of my own plans were not realized, and yet somehow everything has unfolded in amazing ways, including standing before you today. How do we know if we're making the right choices? Always a big question, right? I think there are two simple signs. The first is a sense of rightness. Sometimes our choices seem incredible to others, and people go, "What? Why would you do that?" Right? And yet, deep down, we know and we feel we are acting and walking the right path. When we recognize ourselves in what we do, when we feel we are acting from a sense of inner freedom, then our work expresses who we are in the world. We become co-creators of the world. And the world, in a sense, begins to shape us. The second, I think the second sign is peace. This is an immense, complex world. You know that well. It's often heartbreaking, but when we live rightly and authentically, not just bowing to the whims of the world, but really being our authentic selves. I think as one commercial says, unapologetically you. Then we contribute to our own unique being to the world. Each person here has gifts, unique gifts, personal gifts that only you can create in the world and contribute to the world. Live from those gifts, live from who you are, and we will help build up this world and contribute to the life of God. The world is immense. Yes, it's a 13.8 billion-year-old universe. That's very, very old. It's still being formed, and we're still being formed. It's an unfinished universe, and I like to think of ourselves as unfinished as well. So I say we're not just human beings, we are human becomings. Or as some people say, I'm still a work in progress, right? But I think what keeps it going, that's what's amazing me. What keeps it going after such a long time? I think one simple word, love. Love is the deepest energy of cosmic life. And hope is our deepest reality. I think when we live in love, we live in hope. Science can tell us many things, but it cannot tell us how we come into this world, this existence. I think we need religion, not religion in a narrow sense of confession, but religion as the deep vitality of our lives. Albert Einstein once said, "Science without religion is lame, and religion without science is blind." They both need each other to see the world as a single, sacred whole. And that's our job, is to become whole. Wholeness, holy for a whole earth. How do we make sure we don't remain fragmented, just lost in the informational world we've built? I think that's the place of religion, the depth dimension. Without the vital root of religion, scientific knowledge is limited because science cannot satisfy the deepest longing of the human heart. As the author of The Little Prince said, it is only with the heart that one sees rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. Wholeness is our deepest reality. That's what the best of science tells us today. And our purpose in life is to awaken to the wholeness within us, among us, and before us. That wholeness is not measured by money or fame or awards, but by becoming fully alive as persons. Irenaeus, a 2nd century theologian, said, "The glory of God is the human person fully alive." And education, the formation of minds and hearts, is pointed toward that. Not just jobs, but aliveness, wholeness, persons. There's much talk today about artificial intelligence. We all know it. It will take our jobs, reshape our lives, perhaps even replace us. Those of you in the sciences or technology probably know this already. But the real question is this: can AI help us become fully whole and alive? One of my students wrote in her final paper, "The real danger of AI is not that it will take over, but that we will use it to avoid the work of becoming who we truly are." That is our greatest danger, losing our own sense of being a human person. The Franciscan theologian Bonaventure said, "Lack of self-knowledge makes for faulty knowledge in all other matters." So instead of blaming AI for the ills of the world, I think we should consider it as a mirror of who we are. When we look into the mirror of our screens and our devices, what do we see? Do we recognize ourselves? Are we conscious of our choices, our desires? Thomas Merton warned that without genuine self-knowledge and inner depth, human action becomes empty, even when it looks productive from the outside. The empty human can be easily digitized and replaced by a machine. So our task is not to fear AI, our task is to fear losing our own depth as human persons, the capacity to be thoughtful, to be reflective, to be moral agents of loving action. A robot can be successful doing mechanical work, but only a human can think about life, awaken to its gifts, give thanks, and respond with an open heart. So I hope these past 4 years at Holy Family have brought you to a deeper knowledge of yourself, to a fuller sense of what it means to be a human person called into the expansiveness of life. Your task now is to live in the present moment with all that you are, to have faith in God, in the world, in one another, faith in the future. This is your moment to step into the world and help create it. There's no other way to predict the future than to create it. Bring your gifts, your joys, bring your tears, your worries, bring your wild passion for life, and remain faithful to yourself by listening to your heart. Because, again, life is not measured by status or fame. Ultimately, it is measured by the way we love. So go forth, go only as you can go. Be brave when the world asks courage of you. Be tender when it asks for kindness. Be curious when it asks for wonder. And when the way grows dark, and it will, trust that something holy is still being formed in you, and that same love that called you by name, the love that has brought you to this moment, will continue to walk with you through every shadow. You are not alone. Class of 2026, the threshold is before you. Step across it. The world is wide open and waiting, and the Spirit of life has preparing this moment for you. You do not have to have every answer. Chat has that. As the poet Rilke once wrote, live into the questions. Who am I? What do I live for? Take the next faithful step and then another, and trust that the road will rise up to meet you. The best chapter of your story has yet to be written, and you are the ones who will write it. So may you write your lives with the pen of wisdom. Open your minds and hearts to the wild, holy, unfinished beauty of the world, and know that you already carry within you everything you need to meet the challenges ahead. Congratulations, class of 2026, and may God bless you.
Thank you, sister, for that wonderful reflection and for honoring us with your presence today. At this time, I invite Skylar Searfoss to come forward. Skylar is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Sports Marketing and Management and is the captain of the women's basketball team, leading them to NCAA Division II Elite 8. She also holds the distinguished honor of Valedictorian for the class of 2026.
Good afternoon, Holy Family community. It is truly an honor to stand before you today as the valedictorian of the graduating class of 2026. Before I begin, I want to thank faculty, administration, friends, and family who made our 4 years at Holy Family University not just possible, but memorable. My name is Skylar Searfoss, and like every graduate here today, I am incredibly proud to call myself a Holy Family alum. Today isn't about any one person, it's about all of us. I want to thank you all for gathering here today to celebrate a remarkable group of students that I'm honored to call my classmates. Congratulations to the class of 2026. It feels like just yesterday, we were freshmen trying to figure out what all these three-letter building abbreviations meant: ETC, NEB, HFH, SLR, and most importantly, which one we were supposed to be at that very first morning of classes. We stayed up late the night before, calculating what time to leave to walk up that huge hill, or how much time and traffic there would really be. It's funny how something can feel so far away for so long, and then suddenly, it's here. Now, we're supposed to be figuring out LinkedIn and how to actually get a job. The feelings of nervousness and uncertainty might be overwhelming right now, but I think we felt that very same way 4 years ago, and just look where we are today. Every single one of us has a different path they took along these 4 years, but we all share one thing in common. We are leaving with a Holy Family University degree. Being here, we are faced with challenges, doubts, wins, and losses, yet something kept us going along the way. It was hard work, growth, and our dreams that got us to this high-level university. Once we got here, there was no way we were giving up. Yet, there were moments where quitting may have been the easy way out. Personally, after 2 knee surgeries and a prolonged recovery last summer, I called my assistant coach more times than I can count, telling her I was going to stop playing basketball. I couldn't imagine getting back on the court. Walking away and giving up had to be easier. But I didn't, and more importantly, my team and coaches didn't let me. They kept pushing me, supporting me, and reminding me why I started in the first place. And because of that, I was able to hold up a regional championship trophy with the people who mean the most to me. And I know I'm not the only one who had moments like that. We were all faced with something that tested us, but we pushed through. We leaned on one another, built lifelong friendships, and grew, not just as students, but as people. We came to Holy Family to get an education, which we received an incredible one. But not every college graduate can say they're leaving with a second family. When I first arrived at Holy Family, Coach Byrne used to joke about how the family atmosphere was already written right into the university's name. At that time, I thought it was just something people say to get you to commit to being a Tiger. But standing here today, I can honestly say she was right. At Holy Family, you're not just another face in an auditorium or just a number on a roster. People know your name. Professors do notice when you're not in class. Coaches check in on you beyond just your performance, and your classmates genuinely care about how you're doing. So, when those doubts hit or quitting felt like an option, you leaned on the people to the right and left of you. You knew they were not going to let you give up. And if roles were reversed, you were always there when someone needed you the most. Here, it is not about individual success or people thinking they are bigger than you. It is truly about showing up for one another and knowing that these relationships are not going away. This was 4 years of our life, but we got each other for 40. And now, as we step into this next chapter of our lives, the lessons we learned don't stay on campus. They go with us. Think back to our very first freshman experience class, when we were all asked how we would define Holy Family's mission and what tenure votis meant to us. At that time, many of us did not have an answer, or if we did, it wasn't great. The idea of being bound by our responsibilities sounded important, but it also felt distant, like something we'd figure out later. But as time went on, we didn't spend our days searching for the perfect answer. We lived it. We lived it in the everyday moments. We lived it when that 5 a.m. alarm rang for clinicals, student teaching, or morning workouts, and we got up and reminded ourselves, I get to do this. We lived it when we earned a poor grade, chose not to give up, and worked harder for the next one. We lived it when we held the door for one another at one of those 3-letter buildings we came to know and love. Standing here today, we can say we have our answer to that question of what it means to be us. But it's not because we found it, it's because we became it. Holy Family gave us a support system, mentors, and endless opportunities. Now it's our turn to continue that mission. To walk into the workplace and not just do our jobs, but make a difference. To be the ones who show up early, stay late, and give our best effort even when it's not required. To believe in ourselves the same way this community believed in us. There is no doubt in my mind that every single person here will do that and will do it to the best of their ability. So, as we leave here today, let's remember what got us to this moment. Say thank you to the people who helped you throughout this journey. Remember the times you failed, stood back up, and discovered strength you didn't know you had. Because tenure votis doesn't end when we walk across the stage. It begins. We are now alumni and representatives of Holy Family. It's our turn to show the world what this place stands for. Dream big, but never forget the values that got you this far. And no matter where life takes you, remember, Holy Family will always be home. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2026.
Thank you, Skylar, for those inspiring words, and congratulations. Looking forward to seeing you in our MBA program next year. Now it is my pleasure to invite the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and Associate of Science from the class of 2026 to please rise. Dr. Prisco, it is my honor to present for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and Associate of Science, the candidates now to be named. These students have fulfilled all degree requirements of Holy Family University, have been recommended by the faculty, and have been approved by the Board of Trustees. To begin with, will the candidates from the School of Arts and Sciences please come forward? And the other schools will follow. So the faculty ushers are going to guide you to come forward. So the first row stand up, the rest of you can sit, and they will guide you as you have to come up.
Aniful Islam. Steph M. Gonzalez, magna cum laude. Keanu Saw Rityavan. Anthony Carmelo Martorelli. Christina Mema, cum laude. Dakota Ray McNally, magna cum laude. Kayla Carter, summa cum laude. Renee G. Jalen Stauffenberg. Christopher S. Lowe, cum laude. Alfie Tom Jose. Webster Julius Riddick. Marilise Gonzalez, cum laude. Blema Koshu. Presenting the candidates from the School of Arts, Bachelors of Sciences in Biology. Emmanuel Zagaradny, cum laude. Thet Tet San, magna cum laude. Dhruti Patel. Gianna Perez. Ivana Panchak, cum laude. Paula Zutoltaite Havadaras. Jaina Nugent. Elijah Edward, cum laude. Chloe M. Dolan, summa cum laude. Garrison Pregelman. Tevin Anderson. Ava Kidd, magna cum laude. Sabrina Lee Krameneker, De Jesus, magna cum laude. Kylie Dugan, magna cum laude. Brianna Coates, magna cum laude. Kyla Eve Atorma, summa cum laude. Janita H. Shaibu, cum laude. Kylie Maureen Layton, magna cum laude. Nadira Layla Felder, magna cum laude. Donald A. Santomo, summa cum laude. Eric M. Barringer, summa cum laude. Joseph L. Smith. Aham Mohammed, summa cum laude. Paige Therese Seibert, magna cum laude. Oluwale Alex Olabunmi, magna cum laude. Isaac Daniel Santiago, magna cum laude. Demarcus A. Larragui. Aiden Gove, cum laude. Kevin Duffy, cum cum laude. Presenting the candidates for Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice, Samantha Hugh Swemby, summa cum laude. Naomi Alexandria Long, cum laude. Bailey Aaron Cahill, magna cum laude. Kevin Christopher McCullough, magna cum laude. Anaya S. Williams. Michaela Nareda Lance. Hannah Rose Donahue, cum laude. Carolyn Toro. Stephanie Guzman Infante, summa cum laude. Sadania Turner, cum laude. Connor McKnight, summa cum laude. Brandon Scheidegg, summa cum laude. Faith Renee Miller, summa cum laude. Ryan J. Lopez, magna cum laude. Michael B. McGarry, summa cum laude. Jacob William Smith. Christopher Kirchner. Nicholas J. Kirchner. James Davis, magna cum laude. Robert Joseph Movena. Anthony David Ivanisi. Tyrese K. Brown. Presenting the candidates, Bachelor of Arts in English, Melanie Evangelia Dubenko, summa cum laude. Nula Catherine Pembroke, magna cum laude. Now the major of English Secondary Education. Nathan Kukta. Zebulon A. McCula, summa cum laude. Now the major of history. Antonella Gia Caranci. Caitlin M. Sharp. Elena M. Aleman, summa cum laude. Christian Ryan Spurl, summa cum laude. Now the major of history, secondary education. Aiden J. Kenish, summa cum laude. Michael James Cook, cum laude. Brian Francis Kraus, cum laude. Erica L. Labaki, cum laude. Allison M. Gagne, summa cum laude. Arlene Gutierrez, magna cum laude. Now for the major of humanities. William Cheatham, cum laude. For the major of math, secondary education. Ryan V. Gack. For the major of neuroscience, Jaden Braltz. Jayla Bing, cum laude. Fatima Tut Tania. Justine Simpson, cum laude. Famata B. Jallo. Paige Jennifer Tideback, cum laude. Danielle Florence Miller, cum laude. Grace Romberg, magna cum laude. Andrew Tyler Sassler, summa cum laude. Peter Edward Adams. Theshlian Rivera. Evan Esposito. Alexis Nashe Haj. Chloe Simone Hodge. Nadia Ruth Rupnarain, magna cum laude. Anna Rupnarain, magna cum laude. Kathleen Ann Smith, magna cum laude. Jackson Daniel Kiss, summa cum laude. Joseph Thomas Coutinho. Dominic Langston, cum laude. Leishliam Rodriguez Torres. Dennis Francis Bonner. Victoria Rose Marziani, cum laude. Desiree Torino, cum laude. Grisel Orsini, cum laude. Emily Teresa Widmeyer, summa cum laude. Natalia Shaber, summa cum laude. Isabella Josephine DeStefano, magna cum laude. Abigail Bachman, summa cum laude. Colleen Patricia McCluskey, magna cum laude. Brittany L. Boulay. Rosemary S. Rothode. Timur Pervez Masih, magna cum laude. Caitlin M. Lilly, magna cum laude. Alyssa Rose DeVito, cum laude. Morgan Corinne Parkin, magna cum laude. Jocelyn Marie Cicconetti, summa cum laude. Tori Weigel, magna cum laude. Donnelly A. Brock, magna cum laude. Nashorn Antonio Pierre. Owen William Flynn, cum laude. Corin M. Stewart. Lauren Ashley Dobbs, summa cum laude. Andrew Wen, cum laude. Nathan Zephyrin DeFils. Isabel Joyce Francis Shoemaker, magna cum laude. Kendall M. Fletcher, magna cum laude. Paige Elizabeth Venziao, summa cum laude. Bridget Danielle Sweeney, summa cum laude. Riley Hobel. Kylie McKenna Jones, cum laude. Daniel Joseph Gibby, cum laude. Avery Montano, cum laude. William Matthew Pierce. Matthew F. Palmer. Julia Elizabeth Atkinson. Catherine M. Weiser, summa cum laude. Now for the major of radiologic science. Riley Elizabeth Burns. Stephanie Poole. Shay J. Riley. Gianna F. Lohman. Mayron Nishi Ahmed. Caitlin Wilson. Madeline Elizabeth Marin. Liana Lynn Miller. Malaysia Lafontaine. Bryn Riley Lowe. Laura Marcella Chica. Devin Divine Fury. Grace Elizabeth Hicks. Meadow Nicole Lindy. Ella Marie Boyle. Janae Alexia Robbins. Erica Brooke Weibel. Christine Kelly Nagler. Morgan F. Unger. Alyssa Povlo. Kylie Marie Murphy. Kayla Jolynn Pembroke. Now presenting the candidates from the School of Business Technology, the major accounting. Gavin Markushka Bayani, magna cum laude. Harry William Fox, cum laude. Camila Azizova, cum laude. Noreen N. Raja, summa cum laude. Dennis A. Cranston Jr., summa cum laude. Richard Michael Plank, cum laude. Joseph William Albanese, cum laude. Eric Patrick Keel. Timothy Zakreski. Melanie Catherine Sweeney. Angela Nicole Barrett, cum laude. Robert Cesar, summa cum laude. Eroda Zamanova. Shane J. Corrigan. McCarthy Doe. Claire E. Doherty, summa cum laude. Jacob M. Turk, magna cum laude. Michael E. Ferriello, summa cum laude. Daniel Ortega. Kiso Aristide Sanan, summa cum laude. Ferdos Popel. Troy S. Washington. Javon Bowen. Dylan Robert Auslander, summa cum laude. Now for the major of Business Analytics. Nicholas Loschel, cum laude. Jason M. Shields, magna cum laude. Jesus Gonzalez Campello, summa cum laude. Matthias Glessel, summa cum laude. Jaden F. Montero, cum laude. Now for the major of Business Intelligence. Jade Azuba Jones, magna cum laude. Now for the major of Cybersecurity, Davlat Pukjanov. Israel Mendez III. Haley Marie McDevitt, magna cum laude. Daniel S. McIntyre, magna cum laude. Now for the major of Computer Information Systems, Christopher John Kraus, cum laude. Gerald Rayner A. Lola. Asil Brown, magna cum laude. Now, the major of Healthcare Administration and Management, Keon Patrick McNicholas. Taylor G. Hinkle, summa cum laude. Hadley E. Stevenson. Wilmarie Delicia Rodriguez Arasa. Nayeli Marie Colon. Lava F. Ahmad. Elizabeth Afa, cum laude. Madison P. Brown. Brianna Aliyah Cohen, cum laude. Now for the major of Management Marketing, Daniela Grace Marcico, summa cum laude. Damarie Dayanara Gonzalez. Liana Fuentes. Cum laude. Dylan J. Kraus. Saul Ramon Estevez. Jacob Peter Schetzline. Zachary J. Brady. Logan Charles Moat, cum laude. Hunter Christian Kreiza, cum laude. Dennis E. Skolsky III, magna cum laude. Brian K. Comer Jr. Andrew Scott Barkis, magna cum laude. Giovanni Gonzalez, magna cum laude. Todor Mihailov Karamuchev, magna cum laude. Shelby M. Kinzer, magna cum laude. Giovanni Raymond Griffin, magna cum laude. April Ann Hempel, magna cum laude. Molly Rose Murphy, magna cum laude. Nathan J. Crumpton, summa cum laude. Austin Chabot. Muhammad Abu Ali. Michaela Lynn Hall, magna cum laude. Ernest Robertson. Victoria M. Slook. Naji Kursi, magna cum laude. Omarion D. Jett. Now for the major of sports marketing management. Gabrielle T. Holtz, magna cum laude. Matthew W. Slowinski, cum laude. Connor Ryan Bradby, cum laude. Skylar A. Searfoss, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Daniel Patrick Firamonte, summa cum laude. Massimo Cancellieri, magna cum laude. Stephen T. Feeney, magna cum laude. Mario Nicholas Clark. Michael Baumgarten, magna cum laude. Alexander C. Camilo, cum laude. Christian Ryan Moat. Miguel Sanchez. Romar Altwain Scott, magna cum laude. Edmund Snowden Lewis, cum laude. Richard Delahaye. Now presenting the School of Education, the major of pre-K through 4 education. Gina Marie Seaman, summa cum laude. Melanie Maria Jimenez, cum laude. Pamela Ann Breen, magna cum laude. Liam S. Getty, magna cum laude. Tessa Maya Smith. Madison L. Demansky, magna cum laude. Kimberly F. De La Rosa, magna cum laude. Alicia L. Kitchens, magna cum laude. Disa Jonathan, summa cum laude. Kristen Marie Keene, summa cum laude. Amber Grimes, summa cum laude. Kylie Lynn Maroney, magna cum laude. Samantha Rose Donnelly, cum laude. Madison Elizabeth Donsky, cum laude. Nora Caroline Duffy, summa cum laude. Madison Elizabeth McGuire. Olivia Okerson, summa cum laude. Gianna M. Sperry, summa cum laude. Haley E. Malone, magna cum laude. Kayla Rose Tedesco, magna cum laude. Caitlin Marie Marco, cum laude. Elsa Kate Hill, summa cum laude. Grace Nancy Ungaro, magna cum laude. Olivia Christine Gargano, cum laude. Catherine Aguilar, magna cum laude. Ashley Megan Wade, summa cum laude. Now for the major of pre-K through 12 special education. Aaliyah Nicole Kane, summa cum laude. Erin J. McAllister, summa cum laude. And now for the major of pre-K through 4 special education, K through 12, Julianne L. McNamee, summa cum laude. Sharia Antoinette Davis, magna cum laude. Amanda Jean Barron, summa cum laude. Hannah Ann Petrus. Riley Lines, summa cum laude. Kristen A. Zaroli, summa cum laude. Gianna Annette D'Arcangelo, cum laude. Marissa Lynn Liebig, summa cum laude. Domenica Maria Capanero, summa cum laude. Chelsea Dixon, summa cum laude. Joanna Teresa Bocardo, magna cum laude. Shannon R. Fitzgerald, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Lynn Devine, summa cum laude. Alicia H. Obenlander, magna cum laude. Harley Henry Hamuston. Bridget Suzanne Gallagher, cum laude. Audrey Luann Woolley, summa cum laude. Stephanie Dundovic, cum laude. Grace Sarkissian, magna cum laude. Bridget Marie Caitlin Ferreira, magna cum laude. Declan R. Sullivan. Hannah Sorkenis, magna cum laude. Sarah Nicole Flynn, summa cum laude. Ashley N. Stitt, cum laude. Renee Ulloa, magna cum laude. Stephanie Smith, summa cum laude. Now for the School of Nursing and Health Sciences. In the major of Health Promotion and Wellness, Nicholas Robert Marinucci, cum laude. Xavier Adrian Rialve. Shannon Elizabeth Montoya, cum laude. Alexander Dykes, magna cum laude. Naaman Johnson. Caitlin Strelikia. Teresa Wen. Catherine Santos. Katima Amina Sharfa Taylor. Janae Dominique Washington, summa cum laude. Now for the major of nursing. Miranda Brett. Gianna Petrucci. Stephanie Perlote. Joyce Adebofor. Daniela Nicole Gerard, summa cum laude, salutatorian. Hannah Putro. Olivia R. Musco. Kelly M. Lynch. Destin R. Talbert. Julia Mia Ramos, cum laude. Colin Duffy Kushnerrock, magna cum laude. Diana Ra Vasquez, cum laude. Haley M. Malloy, Isabella C. Zelmanoff, cum laude. Kiera Cian Yafi. Casey R. Sweeney. Kylie R. Bilowski. Sarah Anna McLaughlin. Gulshan Tiorjanova. Mark D. Sauer. Jenna Nicole Dolan, magna cum laude. Kylie Elizabeth Dolan, cum laude. Andrea Martello. Jillian Cabusis, cum laude. Kenesha Andrea Greenwood. Jasmine Yun Chu. Allison G. Zhang, cum laude. Jessica A. Salinas. Francesca Denise Domenico Fabian. Mark Neil Tolentino Lopez. Emma Sue. Amirani Henez Flores. Erica De La Rosa. Aya Seshvili. Ivana Marie Esther Napka. Alexis Hope Letizia. Gina D. Oliveri. Alyssa Kirk Reed. Stephen Wasdike. Madison Bailey Nekaranik, magna cum laude. Ava Rose Galbraith, cum laude. Jennifer Marie Macchio, magna cum laude. Jessica Seeger. Alexander Anthony Corso, cum laude. Dana Christine Korn. Caroline Marie Hefter, cum laude. Edward Robert Early. Andrew McShay, cum laude. Elizabeth Julia Christie. Isabel M. Nagel. Catherine G. Cleary. Alexa J. Thompson. Gianna Marie Griffin, cum laude. Alyssa Marie Delacroix. Viola E. Furman. Elizabeth M. Brown, cum laude. Emily Maria Nunez Chavarria, magna cum laude. Samantha Marie Russo. Molly B. Swartz. Elijah Jakeman. Serenity Rivera. Tayshawn Anthony Davis. Haley Sylvester. Felicia Marie Rivera. Diane Tran. Kiara Ramirez. Armanella Alaya. Ashley J. Pierre. Abigail I. Torres. Natasha Donahue. Alexandria Reed, cum laude. Mara Isabella Kokia Okava. Daya Mariam Saji. Princess Andrews Adeniran. Tolani Deborah Olanii. Kalkadan M. Admasu. Journey Gilmore. Hope C. Onu. Altinu Ke Oloko. Alexia C. Hilton. Amira Mason. Janelle McKelvey. Ijaoma Anya Neka, cum laude. Shea White. Erica Townsend. Yelizabeta Mazepa. Arisa Numalo. Michaela Kimberly Brown, cum laude. Brianna Lee M. Castro. Benicia Bensi. Colin P. McNicholas. Mallory May Melendez. Tyler M. Burke. Sierra Rose DiDonato, magna cum laude. Emma M. Murphy. Dominique DeMuro, cum laude. Christopher P. Zeichel. Inderdeep S. Mann. Chastity Tomlinson. Serena Christine O'Neill. Julie Marie Gearhart. Marie Kiraya. Fritzland Raphael. Jacqueline Marie Velasquez. Barbara Adler. Christy Skaitsa. Alexis Figueroa. Dr. Prisco, faculty and staff, distinguished guests on stage, family, friends, ladies and gentlemen, these are your graduates for the class of 2026. May God bless you. Go Tigers.
At this time, please join me in welcoming Marianne Price, Vice President for Student Life and Dean of Students, to lead us in a prayer of affirmation. You may follow along on the page 15 of your program booklet.
Please stand. Creator of all, make us men and women of your peace and your justice. Where there is oppression, let us bring equality. Where there is abuse, dignity. Where there is fragmentation, unity. Where there is exploitation, justice. Where there is conflict, where there is discrimination, where there is violence, where there is powerlessness. O strengthening Spirit, grant that we may not so much seek to compete, to exclude, to dominate, for it is in healing that we are healed, it is in reconciling that we are reconciled. Amen. It is now my pleasure to invite President Prisco to deliver the official charge to the class of 2026.
Congratulations, my class of 2026. Please sit down for a few minutes. Just a few more minutes. There's a lot of us here, and we celebrate as a community and as a holy family. Dr. Ilia Dilio offered us something rare today, a vision of life that is both rooted and wide open. She reminds us that we are not finished beings, we are still becoming. She invited us to remain open to possibilities we cannot name, to listen to our hearts, and to ask each day, how do I love today? That question is one I hope you carry with you far beyond this ceremony. Her words brought me back to something I know to be true from years in higher education. The most important things we learn rarely arrive on schedule. The road takes turns we didn't plan for, and those turns often become the deepest parts of our journey. Dr. Delia herself set out to be a pharmacologist and became a theologian. The detour became the destination. That is not a cautionary tale. It is a blessing. I've seen this happen at Holy Family time and again. Students always seem uncertain and then leave transformed. Graduates who didn't know what they were capable of until someone believed in them. A faculty member or a mentor who saw something more. That is who we are. That is what we do here. Because here, our foundation is not just on academics, but on a belief that everyone has sacred worth. that each person in our community is more than their resume or their transcript. They are part of a community bound not by privilege, but by promise. At Holy Family, we are inspired by our founding sisters and our mission. You've heard it several times today, and how many times over the last few years. Teneor votis, I am bound by my responsibilities. It is a beautiful and humbling phrase. Responsibility not just to ourselves, but to one another. To lift others as we rise, to seek justice, serve with compassion, and lead with integrity. Self-knowledge is the beginning of freedom. Sister Ilya reminded us today, St. Bonaventure's wisdom says that without it, all other knowledge goes astray. I invite you to take that seriously as you go forward. In a world shaped by algorithms and noise, the most countercultural thing is to know yourself, your values, your gifts, your capacity for love. The world will try and choose for you. Don't let it. There is so much uncertainty in the world today. You are navigating economic pressures, global instability, and social change. But what gives me hope are all of you. Your generation isn't sitting on the sidelines. You are problem solvers. You care. You are looking for ways to live your values out loud. As you navigate the complexities of life, never forget you are not alone. You are part of a vast network of alumni, faculty, staff, and friends who share your commitment to making a difference. Draw on this community for support, encouragement, and inspiration. Because remember, folks, relationships matter. Stay in touch with your faculty and all those mentors who supported you the last few years. Remember, we're always here for you. Whether you find yourself at a crossroads seeking advice, or you're now in a position to maybe offer someone an internship or a job, think of this Holy Family. Today, I invite each of you who remembered who lifted you up, many who are here today with us. I invite you to lead not from certainty, but from conviction and from love. Because while we cannot control what comes next, we can stand firm in who we are, people of faith, people of courage, and people of love. The threshold is before you. You've heard this, step across it. The world is wide and it is waiting, and you carry with you everything you need. Go out and make a difference in the world. Our graduates on and onward and upward together in faith and family. Now I'd like to call up our salutatorian Daniela and valedictorian Skylar. Everybody stand up. One on each side and one on this, all right? I can't move mine, you guys gotta move yours. Ready? Graduates of the class of 2026, you may turn your tassels.
This concludes our 2026 undergraduate commencement exercise. We ask that you please remain seated as the platform party recesses from the stage. Congratulations, graduates.